Let's start recording this. Okay, so these are the notes from Monday. On Monday, we discussed the cost of 3 bags of chips is $4.20. What is the cost of 1 bag? So we divided and we found out that 1 bag cost $1.40, right? And we call that the constant of proportionality, which is just a fancy word for unit rate. And then on Monday, I taught you how to fill in the chart, right? 0 bags cost $0. 1 bag is $1.40. 2 bags is $2.80, so on and so forth, right? So we learned this on Monday. I'm going to add one more thing to your notes on each problem. We did 3 problems, so I'm going to add 3 things. Okay, so today what I get to teach you, so I taught you 1, divide, 2, do the constant of proportionality, 3, do the table. Now the 4th thing, remember how I told you to leave some room? The 4th thing I got to show you for this problem is called the equation. Okay? It's called the equation. Now, your equation is going to look very sophisticated, very algebra 1. But in reality, to create an equation, it's fairly pretty easy. So your equations will always be written in the form of y equals k and then an x. Okay? You're looking at me going why is it a bunch of variables, Miss Amelia? We've only done variables with the letter X. Why do you have a Y? Why do you have a K? It looks really hard. I give up. Don't. It's actually extremely easy. Your K will be your constant of proportionality. Okay? So, what your constant of proportionality is, you're going to substitute it for K. So I know that my constant of proportionality was $1.40, so that's what I'm going to use for the letter K. K stands for constant of proportionality. Why didn't they use C? Why didn't they use P? I don't know. They used K. Why do I have a Y? Because I used a Y here. Why do I have an X? Because I use an X here. So for this example, so you're always going to write it as Y equals KX. You're always going to start with a Y equals. Now, what's my K in this problem? 1.4, 1.40. Then you're always going to have an X. So the equation for this problem is Y equals 1.4X. It's always going to be in that form. It's always going to be in.
Miss Amelia, is the Y going to be money equals 1.4 bags?
Yes, because in our problem, Y stands for money, X stands for bags. When you're writing the equation, you're always going to start with Y equals, then a number. This number is the one that keeps changing. When you write your equations, it will always be in this format. Y equals the number and then X. You're always going to start with Y. You're always going to end with X. This is the number that keeps changing. What is this number I'm going to put in the box? Whatever your constant of proportionality is. In this situation is 1.4, so that's what I did. Y equals 1.4X. So it's always in this format of Y equals KX. Just K is your unit rate. Okay? Now, let's look at the example number 2. Yes, Dominic. Well, I'm recording it, Dominic, so if you miss anything, you can always go back and like my video and watch my video and add to my views, because that's my goal in life, to have millions of views on YouTube. And to be an influencer of math. All right, there's still some extra room, which I'm going to fill out tomorrow. Let's look at the example from yesterday, the second one. The one that says the cost of 5 cereal boxes is $10. What is the cost of 1 box, right? We determined that the cost of 1 box was $2, right? And then we did the table. Cool. Somewhere where it fits. What is the equation for the second example? What is the equation for the second example?
Money equals 2 bucks. Oh, no. Y equals kx.
Y equals 2x. Always start with y, always end with x. You know that the y stands for money and the x stands for boxes. We're going to get more into that tomorrow. But today, the main idea of today is writing your equations, is understanding that, oh, to write the equation, I need to start with the y equals, then this is whatever number I solved for in the beginning. Oh, 2, and then your x, and that's it. But period 1 and 2, I don't know. I don't know if they like blinked and they missed it or what. All right. The last problem that I gave you on Monday was about cupcakes and minutes, right? I said that I could bake, make, decorate 30 cupcakes in 5 minutes. And we discovered that the constant of proportionality was 6. Cool. Who can tell me what the equation is for this example? You can put it in the chat.
Y equals kx.
Y equals what?
Kx.
Yes, but what is the equation for this one?
Y equals 6x.
Mm-hmm. Y equals 6x, and that's it. When you guys take a test someday in your life, they're going to ask you, what's your equation? They're going to ask you for all of us. They're going to ask you, what's the constant of proportionality? How do you fill in the table? What's the equation? And then then they're going to ask you more questions, which I will show you tomorrow. But we're breaking all of this down over the course of the week. So let's try doing one from the beginning. So this is a brand new example. Okay. True story. I graded 20 assignments. Write this down. In 60 minutes. How many minutes per assignment? It's not the best question, but I think it hits home. Okay. So you guys turned in 20 assignments, right? I have to grade each of them. I have to go one by one, check your answers, check your work, give you points. Oh my God. Which reminds me. All right. So how many minutes per assignment? So per means 1, right? Now, I'm going to show you a trick right now. Do you see how this one has an S for plural and this one does not have an S? So assignments means 1, right? Minutes is plural. So when it has an S in the question, not the first sentence, but where we see the question mark, if it has an S, that's your Y. If it doesn't have an S, that's your X. Okay, that's my little shortcut for you today. So when you read your questions on the classwork, if it has an S, that's your Y. If it has no S, that's your X. All right, so we're going to divide. You're going to put X outside and Y inside. So X is my assignment, so that's 20. Y is my minutes, so that's 60. And we have a 3. So that means my constant proportionality. Fancy word for unit rate. Equals 3. 3 assignments per minute. No. Not that. Sorry. It takes me 3 minutes. 3 minutes per assignment. So what's my equation? What's my equation?
Y equals 3x.
Y equals 3x. Exactly. I'll do the table tomorrow.
You forgot the table part.
Oh, okay. We'll do the table today. We'll do the table tomorrow, but we'll do the table today. So X, because it says per assignment, that means it's assignments right here. Y is your minutes or your time. Why did I put an E right there? I just misspelled it. I just realized I misspelled minutes. No E. So 0, 1, 2. Wow, I'm messing up a lot today. Okay. If you turn in 0 assignments, how many minutes is it going to take me to grade 0 assignments? 0 minutes, right? You didn't turn anything in. I don't have anything to grade. If you turn in 1 assignment, it's going to take me
3 minutes.
3 minutes. 2 assignments, 6. 3 assignments, 9. What if I get 20 assignments? What if you guys turn in 20 assignments? How many minutes will it take me? For 20
60.
60. Because it's in your problem, right? It's in your problem, yeah. All right, so again, today's main point was the equation, which, like Emmanuel said, that's easy.